the Legend of Zelda Random Percent Tournament. I am Melee Wizard. Alongside me is Threech. How are you doing today?
Hey, Melee Wizard, doing great. Very excited for this matchup tonight. We've got BogieSmalls on our left, Chessjerk on our right, and a great match to be had all around as we are heading into / playing in round 4 of the bonus brackets for this. So
Yep.
we are going to.
And this is the first race of a best of 3, and as expected, we have no idea what we're going to be getting here. Hopefully, we'll have some idea pretty quickly once our runners are underway, which we should be seeing momentarily.
So we're going to be finding out as they are exactly how many Triforce pieces they have. Looks like they have 4.
They have the blue candle and the silver arrows already. Looks like they've got 4 and 5, and they've got either 2. It'll depend on how our dungeons are configured, but they have either 2 or 3 and 7 or 8. Not sure which yet.
They're going to be crawling through Hyrule to find the dungeons and determine which set of dungeons they've come across. There are a few telltale spots that will give them an indicator. It's also of what map of the overworld we have, if it's first quest, second quest, or mixed. So looking mixed so far.
And I can see that we won't need the book to decipher the hints, should we? Whenever we come across them.
It's a nice way to start, and it's nice always to start with the candle too, because you automatically have a ton of overworld checks that you. Plus, those are some rupees you don't need to spend later.
Oh yes, always nice. And BogieSmalls finds the any roads quickly, finds one that takes him right next to the vanilla sword cave, and it's not. No sword yet.
Vegas. So the take any roads also randomized, which is pretty nice. It puts us over in the graveyard. You know, that is not, I think, a bad route to have if you need to go over to that side of the map.
Oh, there's a take any cave, so a quick heart container for BogieSmalls.
Yep, Chessjerk is going to come up the west side of this lake and finds a shop. Heads out. We're going to check this vanilla first quest.
And there's the sword for Chessjerk.
Oh, nice find.
And it looks like we did. Not that it matters, but it looks like the extra candles was not on. I don't know if the getting the candle first overrided that or not.
So Chessjerk was up at the vanilla first quest blue candle shop, finding the wooden sword. Or did I say blue candle, blue ring?
Yeah, blue ring, yeah.
It's one of those blue items.
I don't have the information on the Armos item yet. That one just being another blue ring shop. That one looks to be kind of common at the moment. As is the take any case. We found 2 of them already.
It's a nice start there to get your health up early if you can, especially when you come across the white sword item, so you'll be able to pick it up if you have 6 hearts.
And one thing that Chad has noted that the enemies did not roll 0 HP. BogieSmalls does a screen wrap to get to the Armo spot and finding the wood sword.
I'm sure he's happy to see that, and gets a nice bomb drop on the ground too, so additional exploration. Never complain about it. Bombs early, so you can try to get through as many dungeons as possible and check a few more of those caves on the overworld.
And I think we do have. It looks like we might have plus or minus 4, because it looks like at least one type of those red Octoroks rolled pretty high.
Yep, I think you're right on the money there. So I'm pretty sure we can confirm. I think a mixed first quest overworld.
I'm seeing chat saying mixed second quest, but we found level 9.
All right. Nice to not have to dig for that later, because you will definitely have to go there. But yeah, starting with those silver arrows is also great because the items are shuffled in this. Then not having to dig that at the end will be a huge benefit. If Ganon is required, which there's a 50% chance that he's not.
And it looks like the other Take Any Road led to the river, so nothing on the eastern side of things for Take Any Road. That's not good.
Yep, so if they do find the recorder, that's going to be their fast travel over there. But
Assuming,
I'll also...
well, that also all depends on what the recorder does, whether it takes you to finished dungeons, unfinished dungeons, somewhere in between.
Exactly. So there's Chessjerk finding level 9 as well.
And our tracker, Gary and Old Wolf, noting that it looks like 7 through 9 are either first quest or shapes, probably based off of where the starting point was. And based off of that, I'd have to look at their menu again. I think that means they have Triforce 7.
I'm not 100% certain on that myself. I know that, well, we do see the small secret there rounded up to 18 rupees, so that's kind of nice, but, we're, I think with the second quest, we're only going to see one large secret, unless I'm mistaken there.
There's a shop that probably won't have much for significance unless they need to buy keys.
Those rupees are burning a hole in their pocket. They just want to buy those wooden arrows just because they can. So there's another small secret on the overworld.
So I think it was 18 for the small secrets, 32 for the mids. So we're rolling high on both fronts so far.
That large secret is going to be like 53 or something, though. So let's just hold off on those predictions. Actually, no, let's make a ton of great predictions, and then it would be correct. No bomb spot at the coast heart. Unfortunately, Bogie there gets a door repair charge.
There's another Take Any cave. That's the third one already. It feels weird that we're finding 3. We found 3 Take Any caves before we found any dungeons that we actually can do anything with right now.
Very true, and I think when you're a runner and you find all of this generosity early on in the seed, you have to wonder when it's going to start being cruel.
All right, the coast item is a heart.
So I don't think we saw Boogie check the forgotten spot before. It is just a potion shop.
BogieSmalls finding a bait shop. The bait rolled down to, I think it was to 43, and level 2, which I believe we already have the. Well, hold on. If this is, this could be Vanilla Quest 1. It's the right palette for it, at least.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Bogey's able to do here. If he's able to make any progress. Ooh, the bills rolled up too.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like we might have first quest across the board.
Yep, I think you're right. If 2 just goes way up, then we pretty much confirm it. You'd like to see ropes in here too, though. And they're generally pretty easy to defeat, and it looks like they didn't roll up at the very least.
Yeah, but seeing blue dark nuts is not something you want. Manhandler threatens on Death Mountain, so we do have a hint. We'll have to see if that's truthful or not later.
Yep, given how many spots are available to check on Death Mountain, it's sort of helpful, I guess. If you're looking for level 3, at least you know to go in that direction.
He's able to bomb around the key block.
I think Keith rolled up to 4 hit points, maybe?
Yeah, sounds
3 or
about
4,
right.
either way, yeah, it's pretty rude.
Oh, and likes too.
There's Chessjerk buying early bait, so any bait blocks are at the very least not going to be a problem for one of them. So probably with that starting candle, that's the call you want to make. It's definitely strategic because if you're not spending money on the candle and you don't have to spend it on the arrows, you might as well get the one thing that you can actually make use of.
And we did have a Triforce in a Triforce room. Small sample size, but we'll see if that's significant.
I don't think I've seen an instance during this tournament yet where a Triforce has been in a Triforce room, and that hasn't been the case for all the dungeons. But again, it's just what I've seen, so I'm not sure if that has happened. But let's see what Bogey's gonna stir up here. Chat confirming it indeed happened. All right.
Yeah, that's... Randomizer can do whatever it wants sometimes.
Including...
Oh, Jesus.
putting
Shoot
all
room
those...
in 2 of all... Oh, my.
Ooh.
So, explored a whole bunch of it. And, yep, that is confirmed that they do have Triforce number 7. So, yeah, 2, 4, 5, and 7.
All right. Ooh, yeah, look at those bombs for 5 rupees. Not bad.
Oh, yeah, you always love to see that. The one thing that concerned it, BogieSmalls explored quite a bit of 2. Never did find the item.
Yeah, I wonder if Chessjerk is actually going to attempt to take down the blue dark nuts and progress through there. I think that was what stopped Bogie. I think he just opted out of going through 2 or continuing past the blue dark nuts, which I do not blame him for. It is difficult combat for sure on the wood sword, especially. And, if you're down to 3 hearts still, but hard to say. We might see Chessjerk gain an advantage here depending on what is in level 2. It's like a rotating door. Yep. Chat pointing out. One of them leaves too, the other one goes right in.
Yeah, meanwhile, BogieSmalls... Ooh, we're getting some hints here. Aquamentus awaits with the bow. Okay, so bow can be in 1. Assuming accuracy here. Sail over the water to find the red candle. So a dungeon is going to be raft blocked. Or, well...
Yeah, could we see a white sword item maybe past that raft spot?
Possibly, that's what I was thinking, maybe, yeah.
But if 7 is the Triforce that we have, and and we have vanilla item.
Human has a white sword by Lost Hills. Which is roughly where Bogey's at, so... And we've got enough hearts that it's guaranteed to be able to pick it up, so... Not a bad find.
I think we're seeing vanilla dungeon items. I mean, I feel like based on these hints, unless they are very coincidentally deceptive, we are seeing what they're going to find. So level 8 here on Bogey's side.
Yeah, and it looks like you're funneled into a pass-through.
Who doesn't love a super manhandler once they hit a dungeon? Who doesn't love that?
Testing. Can you hear me now?
Those polls' voices, they are doing what we cannot, and that is being heard.
Ah, apparently they can hear us now. Good. So, based off of what we've seen, it's pretty much we're more or less confirmed that we're dealing with shapes for 7, 8, and 9. I don't know when we were no longer able to be heard, so.
They couldn't hear us the whole time.
Oh, lovely.
Responding to nothing. Very possible. But we're seeing continued exploration.
Oh! Any key in 8. That is lending itself towards vanilla items so far.
5 whole American dollars on that.
And there's another mugger, but hey, you have infinite keys, so that's fine.
Yep. Seeing also in the tracker, it looks like the Chessjerk just picked up the power bracelet at one of the Armo spots.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the white sword at vanilla first quest level 5.
Well, when the hint said Lost Hills, they weren't kidding.
Lost as you can get in those hills. So
and there's the 4th ticket. Okay.
Is this the Triforce? Yes, it is. So there's level 8 Triforce for BogieSmalls. The first one to pick up one of the non-starting Triforce pieces. But we will see as both of them make their way through Hyrule. More progress on this Triforce. The best is yet to come.
Yeah, it's nice that you basically just full cleared a Shapes 8, so it's one less. Yeah, just know that you shouldn't have to come back is nice.
Very, very true. So, question from chat: if we are to believe that the red candle is at a raft spot, then we would assume that that is at level 7, given that we are looking for vanilla items.
If at the moment, yes. Based off of the hints and what we've seen so far, it is pointing in that direction.
So we are going to see some of these push block overworld spots too from Chessjerk, which will determine if that power bracelet is necessary. But I think BogieSmalls is about to pick. Yep, just picked it up. I'm talking about it, so no issues there. And Bogie does have a bit of an exploration advantage right now with that any key. So that's really nice for progressing through dungeons.
Yeah, Chessjerk is exploring Death Mountain, which there's our bookshop. As expensive as usual. And based off of the hints that we saw from, I believe it was BogieSmalls, that level 3 will be around here somewhere. Although finding the raft might not be the most important thing if the hints are accurate, and we would need to sail to find the red candle. That would mean that would be level 7, which we already have the Triforce for.
Yes, indeed. So we'll have to see if those hints ring true. As Bogie picks up the whites from level 5 up there, and just gets another hint of questionable value.
Yeah, meet the moblin close to start. Would that be the magical sword hint? Or am I mistaken?
I think that is the case.
Okay.
Although now I'm starting to doubt. That's okay. We will find out. Chat says yes. I trust chat.
Okay. And there's level 1.
Ooh, 3 items in here. Potentially the bow. We will have to see.
Well, if it's not, then we know that we've got deceptive hints. Dodongo dwells in the forest. I don't remember where 2 was at the moment.
Ooh, level 2. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where it was.
And oh, there's the bow.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, but I think we did confirm 1 through 6 are vanilla shapes, or are vanilla first quest dungeon
Yeah.
shapes.
Just based off of the exploration of 2, we kind of figured that much out.
Yep. I have to be very careful about using the word shapes because it does mean something here. So we do
Yes.
have shape 7 through 9 though. Bogey's got to be real careful with health there. It's down to half a heart on the green tunic. Chessjerk is able to take down these keys with a little bit more ease now, given the war sword.
And BogieSmalls taking a death.
I'm telling you, the worst enemy in this entire game is the P-Hat. The unassuming P-Hat.
I will not argue this.
It's like a nature documentary, and it's just the P-Hat is the predator that it waits for you to just foul up and make one mistake.
Alright, so there's our absolute confirmation about first quest 1 through 6.
Yep, so nice to know that with that compass find too, where the Triforce is going to be. But we've got 3 items in here. So probably not looking for the wooden boomerang, to be
Probably
completely
not, no.
honest with you.
The heart container might be helpful. The wooden boomerang, I know some people can take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that key will be very nice. So it's a shame that Chessjerk apparently never checked in the direction of 8.
Yep, this is a very good opportunity to be digging for a few more keys. If you know where you need to go in the dungeon and you know you're going to find them, then why not stop through and get a few more? Once Chessjerk finds level 8, though, they'll pick up any key and it will be moot.
Well, Chessjerk's still exploring more of 1.
Yeah, it's not a big dungeon, so it is an interesting play because it's not necessary by any means. But BogieSmalls finding level 6 up there in Death Mountain.
Aha.
So we'll find the 1-6, but probably just looking for the Triforce unless Bogie is on a boomstick quest.
Yeah, and dang, Chessjerk is finding a lot of keys right now. Already up to 6.
Yeah, I think you found 4 in maybe a few screens. Yeah, that's level 1 for you. Ooh.
And yeah, I think he's done with 1. I think he's just gonna go grab the Triforce now.
Yep, the Gitto health in level 6 looks pretty promising. I think they did roll down. And there's Chessjerk's Triforce piece out of 1.
Ooh, and BogieSmalls taking a death in 6.
Yeah, that's a pretty nasty room. Like the Tektites are jumping around. You got blue whiz robes and fireballs shooting at you. It's just unpleasant.
Level 6 tends to do that.
Just is generally unpleasant. Appreciating these bomb pickups though for both runners. It's the last thing you want to have to be hunting for.
Yeah, it's just a shame that BogieSmalls did end up having this go through the mugger room, so his max capacity is down to 7. And Chessjerk finds 5. Dang, a lot of dungeons in Death Mountain today.
Yep, Death Mountain is the place to be if you're a baddie hanging out in a dungeon in Hyrule. We're gonna have to start telling these dungeons to social distance themselves.
Okay then. And smart move by BogieSmalls leaving the room to kind of preserve how many the enemy count. And there is the wand. Nice extra bit of offense there. We'll have to see if BogieSmalls will decide to try to save up for the boomstick.
Yeah, I think we saw the book 191, if I remember correctly.
Something like that, yeah.
Pretty expensive, but still, I mean, depending. I don't think we've seen the large secret too, so it could be viable.
I'm starting to think there is a chance that BogieSmalls might be ladder blocked out of 6. And Goma creeps on Death Mountain. We found that out already, game. And we have super vanilla bomb expansion.
Same value, same number. It's not a bad find.
No. Oh, but there's the Triforce in 6.
All right, no ladder block. That's good news for both runners at this point. Neither of them have found the ladder that we believe to be in level 4.
Alright, so BogieSmalls is in eastern Death Mountain, while Chessjerk is still on the western side. Chessjerk putting those silver arrows to good use, though, is running low on money.
Finds another small secret there. There's the bomb on Spectacle Rock. What do we got? Not too much of anything.
Shop. And there's level 3.
Okay, so we definitely, earlier, Manhandla is on Death Mountain, so I believe, as far as we can tell, that's all accurate.
Yeah. All the hints that we've seen have proven true so far. And
So
Chessjerk finds 4. Was that Death Mountain too?
It was not far from it if it wasn't Death Mountain.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we are looking for the raft on Bogey's side in level 3 and the ladder on Chessjerk's side in level 4. Good find, as it appears that the recorder in level 5 may be ladder blocked.
Yeah, and I don't think BogieSmalls might be looking for the raft too much, since it'll likely lead to 7, which we don't really need to go to right now, or ever.
So Chessjerk trying to get this this block clip here in level 4 around these blue Wizrobe bubbles that keep hitting him. And there is the ladder. So Chessjerk knows that he's got the Triforce piece there and bounces out of level 4. I would assume head back to level 5 to get the recorder.
Yeah, if you... Well, at this point, from our perspective, we know that the only thing the recorder would be needed for is if there's a Dig Dagger block in 9.
I don't think... Has Chessjerk seen level 3 yet?
No.
Okay, if that's the case, then Chessjerk might be banking on, if Chessjerk is looking for the recorder, might be banking on that taking him to unbeaten dungeons, and if that's the case, then it's a quick and easy transport to level 3 without having to dig. So, overall...
Right, yeah. I was just thinking more of a case of, is it required or not?
So, good point, yeah. So... Probably not. Unless we have a dig dogger block. Yeah, it's could just be a wild recorder chase. And good point also, if it's mixed overworld, then there will be some recorder spots on the overworld that need to be checked too. But, I mean, really, I think we've located all the dungeons that we'll need to go to.
Yes, we have. In fact, I think, the only one that we haven't physically been to is 7. But we already know, we're having a good idea where that one is, as Chessjerk finds the recorder.
I was gonna say we've been to level 7 in our hearts, and I think that's enough for this race.
Yeah. Let's leave it at that. Although BogieSmalls is kind of low on bombs, so finding some of these other dungeons in Death Mountain might be a bit of an issue if he's not lucky with bomb drops, which he hasn't been yet.
And there's a great confirmation from Chessjerk's side that the recorder does take you to unbeaten dungeons, and so that is a nice quick trip to levels, I guess, 6 and 8.
Yeah, okay, that was a worthwhile venture then. Although passing through these ladder blocks, well, actually, I think BogieSmalls never did get the Triforce out of 3, or the there's. Okay, yep, that ladder was required, if nothing else.
Yep, so that's what Bogie's going to be checking for in here. But yeah, Chessjerk is really that play to go to 4, get the ladder, go back to 5, get the recorder. Huge play there.
Yeah, it's definitely paying off already. And BogieSmalls finding the ladder as Chessjerk enters 6. And BogieSmalls taking an unfortunate death.
Yeah, that's unfortunately not a great placement for 1-2. You're all the way up on Death Mountain, and you're starting sort of toward first class level 3, but not unrecoverable, just inconvenient.
Yeah, it's just a matter of what direction BogieSmalls decides to go from here. Whether he wants to go back to Death Mountain or try to explore elsewhere if there's anywhere else to explore. Oh, okay, so one of the Take Any roads did lead to the river there, so that's not bad. Looks like BogieSmalls is going to head right back to 3 to pick up that Triforce piece.
Yep. And Chessjerk, snatching life from the jaws of death there, attempts to make it through this room and had, I think, 1 or half of 1 heart, and managed to get his life back up to 6 and take down the enemies in this room. So great recovery there.
Nice.
Yeah, those silver arrows are definitely a benefit here, especially when fighting against the Pole's voices, which just take forever to kill, even with the white sword. It's just combat that you know, over time it adds up, and you don't like doing it if you don't have to.
Although I do think they rolled down a little bit. It looks like they're taking 4, because unless that was doubling up with the wand, doing that much damage.
Chessjerk just picked up the wand, so I think that you are right in that they did roll down a bit, so they took fewer hits than they would normally, but they're going to take even fewer now that he has the wand. So nice.
These bunnies are giving BogieSmalls the business here.
They are nothing if not persistent. So Chessjerk finds a lucky bomb there out of the Digger room, and we saw earlier on Bogey's side that the ladder is not required for this level. It may make it a little bit easier depending on the path to the force currently, but Chessjerk will be able to make it there either way, assuming we get through combat and everything.
Yeah, I think it's just straight up from here. And a nicely timed clock doesn't hurt any. Yep. Alright, Chessjerk just has one more Triforce piece to get, and with that recorder in hand, we'll be able to get to level 8 real quick, and might be berating himself a little bit for not exploring this way sooner. Though this also makes me wonder if he'll know he saw the Chessjerk has seen the boomstick shop, the book in the shop, so knows that just based off of hints and everything else that it'll have the magical shield and the any key. I'm curious to see if Chessjerk will try to dig it out since he's already got 6 keys.
Well, I was just thinking that if he does have 6 keys, but also you're only 37 minutes into these seeds, into this race, now these can go so quickly. So 38 minutes isn't necessarily an indicator that it is a fast seed, but when you are under an hour mark by that much, maybe you're thinking I have a little bit of extra time to go through here and dig for another item, especially if it's one that can pay off as well in shapes 9 as the any key.
Yep, and Chessjerk finds the magical key in short order.
Chessjerk's ears were burning.
And, BogieSmalls has gone away from Death Mountain, which we know is not the right way to go. Now, I know BogieSmalls got the hint that level 1 had the bow. Didn't say anything about where it was, though.
Good point. It is a dividing factor here between our two runners. Really, just the advantage of having the bow too is incredible on Chessjerk's side, to be able to take down those Pulse voices and just having that rote combat as well.
Oh, there's the map. The map for level 8 doesn't look like much in particular, really. Nothing too out of the ordinary on that.
An ugly modern skyscraper.
Yeah, that works for me.
In lieu of a better answer, we have decided to accept skyscraper. So here's another room that's rendered much better with the silver arrows there on Chessjerk's side. And the any key, making this exploration not too bad at all.
I don't remember exactly where in level 8 the Triforce was. BogieSmalls never did get the map for this dungeon.
It's true, and good point from chat too. Looks like Chessjerk is probably exploring in here to find the compass. If you don't have to go through 31 rooms at level 8, don't do it.
Yep. Although, based off of this, I'm actually kind of curious to see what level 7 would look like. Much the same.
Yep, there's another hint on Bogey's side telling us what we already know, the Goma creep with the wand.
Mm-hmm. Probably wants a hint for level 1's location.
That's what we look for.
Unfortunately, he was close to it already, but we'll see how long it takes him to get back to Death Mountain.
Yep, we did have several clustered up there on Death Mountain, so if he heads back up in that direction, he might be in good shape. Despite that advantage for Chessjerk, I mean, they really, other than Chessjerk being in the last dungeon that he needs, they do have comparable Triforce counts. Bogie looks to be headed in the right direction, so it's certainly far from over.
Oh, and chat has noted that apparently second quest rooms are on for shapes. Or something. And BogieSmalls took another death. Oh boy.
Yep, death up at the forgotten spot, so not too bad for recovery. I think should be able to make it up there again. Yeah, there's that any road pretty close to where they start.
Yeah, deciding to go through, head to Death Mountain via the graveyard. Still having to go through Lionel's though. Oh, there's the compass. And just a couple rooms away, of course.
Just 2 rooms from start. Oh my gosh. The one the Chessjerk didn't go into. Yep, there's the key door on the left side there that he took the up instead of the right.
Alright, so Chessjerk is our first runner to have the full Triforce. Already has the bow and the silvers in hand. I don't think there's anything stopping Chessjerk from just from finding whatever he needs to find in 9. We'll have to see whether Ganon's required and just how nasty level 9 decides it wants to be today.
My goodness, yeah, I missed that. Any row that is 1 screen away from level 9. What a placement.
And of course we got Wizrobes, because of course.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's level 9, everyone's here to party, include Wizrobes, because they can't leave us alone. So, trap room, and Chessjerk says nope. So if we've got second quest rooms in these shapes dungeons, that means we also got walk through walls.
Oh boy. And we've got our first transport.
Oh, okay, sorry. I misspoke about the walk through walls. We potentially Bogie's pretty close to getting to the point where level 1 was.
It has plenty of health, so shouldn't take any untimely death. And there's Ganon! Okay, alright, let's see how much health Ganon had. Then it's 0.
Quick takedown of Ganon, and all Chessjerk is looking for now is the princess.
Yep. And the silver to kill the beast lies in our inventory. Clearly the one in Northeast is a cheap forgery. Though that does eat up one of the 3 potential hints that we could be getting.
Yep, so there's Bogie heading to level 1 on his side, so should be able to make short work of this as Chessjerk is heading through level 9 to find Zelda.
Yep, and based off of what we've seen, I would presume that Zelda would be in her normal room, and well, there's the silvers. Only in this circumstance would you say, "Oh, there's silvers," in with such a lack of excitement. Anyway, based on if Zelda is in her own room, that means we would only be able to get to it through a northbound door.
Yep, so that should give Chessjerk a good indication of which rooms to look for here. There's Bogie's Triforce piece out of 1. And we're gonna see him head to level 9 shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're seeing on Chessjerk's side, level 9 is pretty sturdy. I've seen a ton of bomb placements here that just have not paid off.
Mm-hmm. And of course, without the map, we don't necessarily know where the blank spots are on the map. So we just have to just keep try bombing everything and hope something works.
There's Bogie entering level 9 as well. So it didn't take Chessjerk too long at all to find Ganon. So we'll have to see how Bogie does over on his side. Chessjerk's going to take another staircase, and it is a transport. Pretty unusual, I think, if you're taking staircases that the item staircase is one of the first ones that you see.
No, this was the one that ultimately led to Ganon, I think, because Chessjerk had been there before. And I think we might actually just be straight funneled into that, maybe. Or maybe not. I think the one that BogieSmalls was found was the one that led to where Chessjerk is now.
Yeah, but you are correct.
So the early part of level 9 is just a few rooms close together, and you're just funneled into this, which kind of good, kind of bad. And well, there's the red ring.
Yep, nice pickup for Chessjerk, especially with these wizard ropes in here. You don't want to take any chances that you get nearly 2 Zelda's room and then one too many beams. But there's Ganon for BogieSmalls on his side too. And he's dead.
Yep.
So it is a race here, folks. We've got both runners looking for Zelda. Which one of them will find her first?
Yeah, Chessjerk does have the exploration advantage, but all it takes is one bit of routing divergence, and BogieSmalls could still take this.
Most definitely. I mean, we've seen people enter 9, 15 minutes after their opponent and still find Zelda first. It's one lucky direction that you take, you stick with it, and you find her.
Case in point, I don't know if Chessjerk has been to where BogieSmalls is now.
I don't think we've seen the full southeast corner on Chessjerk's side. Don't think we're going to see all of it on Bogie's side either, at least not for right now.
Bogie's not even trying to bomb those walls, just decides to obey and try somewhere else.
Yep, the conservative bomb usage is really the name of the game right here. Bogie's got 2, Chessjerk's got 5. You know, 5's not too bad, but they will wear down quickly, so just taking the path of least resistance for now could make or break it. Answering a question in chat, where is Zelda? That is currently the search. That is the only thing we are looking for at this point. We have not seen a hint to indicate her location, nor a compass.
Well, we know as long as Ganon was required, this Zelda can't be adjacent to here, because there was multiple shutter doors.
Yep, and I guess that's the danger also of finding Ganon first with the bow and the silvers, is because then you don't know what you're looking for Zelda.
Yep, if you find a shutter door that opens automatically, then yay, you found Zelda. Anything else, you just have to clear the room and hope for the best. Oh, an actual bomb wall. BogieSmalls takes a Wizrobe shot to the back.
Ooh.
That's another bomb wall. And another one. Okay, and ooh, lucky bomb drop there. And there's Zelda! So Ganon wasn't required because that was a bomb wall into Zelda's room.
Get your GDs in chat for Chessjerk, finishing first in this best 2 out of 3 round against BogieSmalls.
Finishing with an official SRL time of 52 minutes and 13 seconds. GG. So as it turns out, Ganon wasn't required, but you found Ganon so early that you might as well just... You had the means, you might as well.
And I think if you know you're supposed to look for the bow in level 1, given the item placement, it's not a long dig, so might as well have it and be prepared.
And apparently the recorder tune was Won It from Earthbound, which, considering that I kind of had the stream muted so I don't hear our echoing, there was no way for me to know that. And BogieSmalls finding the red ring.
Yep, that'll make it a little bit easier to get through here and continue exploration for the princess.
Our tracker Gary and Old Wolf, noting that it happened so fast and didn't even notice where Zelda was. He was pretty much on. Zelda was pretty much on the western edge of the map. And we have Chessjerk here in the booth. GG.
GG.
Thank you very much. How you doing tonight?
Doing all right. So, what did you think of this seed?
Had a little bit of vanilla plus a little bit of something else thrown in. That apparently Death Mountain is the place to be. Apparently.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Where the party's happen.
Although, I believe BogieSmalls actually bought the hints from the cheaper hint shop, and from that we were able to glean that level 7 was likely raft block.
Yeah, I bought that one too.
Oh, you did? Okay, I didn't.
I did see that. And I saw it said sale for the red candle.
Yeah.
And figuring out the items were vanilla, that meant level 7 was on the raft spot, and I didn't need it. So anytime you don't have to dig 7 is a good day.
Oh yes.
That's the one.
Yep.
Chessjerk, where we really started to see this pull apart a little bit was your play on Death Mountain between levels 5 and then 4 and then 5 and then 3. So I was wondering about your prioritization of the recorder there. What was your thought process for deciding to make that play?
Well, it seems more often than not, maybe it's just my personal experience, that recorder to unbeaten dungeons has been on more often than not. So, given that I already dug half of 5 before finding the ladder block, then, getting the ladder right away after that and thinking, okay, I should go back and get recorder because, I don't know. I know 3 was on Death Mountain, but I had no clue where 8 was. And it was, given how far away it was, I think I saved time by doing it that way.
Yeah,
of course, if it hadn't happened that way, then I just would have wasted time, but, what can you do?
Yeah, when BogieSmalls explored that northeastern part of the world, he actually found 8 pretty early and dug out both the magical key and the shield.
Nice.
The thing is, we never even saw the map until you went in there.
I was so tilted when I saw where the Triforce was. How do you nearly full clear a level that you're in go mode in, pretty much, and it's 2 rooms in, and you clear everything else first?
Yeah, that one was a troll for sure.
Yeah,
That was so frustrating.
it's always that one room you don't go to.
Of course, that's how it works. The randomizer knows. But I mean, overall, I saw a plus or minus 4, which I actually haven't seen, I don't think, at all until this point. I've seen a lot of 0 HP, so that was kind of a refreshing change for combat. That was nice. Starting with silver is also nice, and relatively early bow, so... Really worried about my money at pretty much the entire seed.
Yeah, that was one thing we noted in this. I don't think we saw the large secret from either side. Was there a plan at any point to buy the book for the boomstick?
No, because I knew it was what, 181 or something, or 191.
191, I think.
Yeah, it was. My highest rupee total was what, 110. So I was nowhere near. I mean, definitely was in the back of my mind that if I found the big secret, it was a consideration, but I never found the money. So, and I was using so many silver arrows everywhere that's where all the money went.
Yeah, I think we saw with the bomb upgrade purchase, that was where the money fell off.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I think that's, given they knew where the wand was, yeah, I could see there was a thought process there where if I don't buy that and save up for that, it's a tough call. Boomstick is a thing.
And meanwhile, BogieSmalls is bombing in the wrong direction, unfortunately. Hopefully he gets back to that one manhandler room, but he's not.
Yeah, Compass would have been a very nice find at 9, especially given what we know now about Zelda's room, the entry to it, and Ganon not being
I took him out. It's okay.
Took him out pretty easily.
He got in my way. He got in my way. It was his fault. He got in my way. So, oh well. Also his fault for not having any HP at all. He donated all of his HP to the keys and gels apparently.
I can safely say the entire Legend of Zelda is Ganon's fault.
Agreed.
So, Chessjerk, another question for you. Given the option, or given the opportunity, what is your remorse flag of choice? It will not be applicable for this next round, but what is your remorse flag of choice?
Up to this point, it has been hidden dungeon numbers off, since I've been earlier on. I've been trolled pretty bad by that, and it's with if you get hidden numbers and shapes, and then you have no idea what's going on. It's just a terrible time, and I had that happen a few times. I know I've seen others go for Ganon required, and I kind of like that would be my second choice. Maybe my first choice. I'm not sure, because I've seen a lot of not Ganon required seeds as well. So, and it's with vanilla items, it's not so bad. But if you gotta, if you start with 7 Triforces and gotta dig the bow out of somewhere because Ganon's required, I don't know. But I mean, there's so many good options you could pick.
And BogieSmalls is going in the completely wrong direction here. Heading back into the northeast side of things.
I'm assuming there's a hint somewhere in here about where the princess is.
I haven't seen one. The only hint we saw was that silvers was where the silvers were.
Very helpful information when you start with the silver arrows too.
I wanted to dual wield them, but decided not to do it. That would have been interesting.
You know what? We can talk to the man in charge. See if he'll do it, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
He'll put that in, but he'll put that in with the trade-off would be p-hats and dungeons or something, and that's not a good trade-off. Not a good trade-off at all.
Truly, the future of Zelda 1 Randomizer is p-hats and dungeons. I don't know why we haven't made this happen.
No, it's in the past.
Oh.
And it's staying there, and for good reason.
It's the past, but it could be the future.
No,
Just saying.
Past. No, say it with me. In the past.
I'm saying this as someone who doesn't run Zelda 1 Randomizer.
I know you're saying that because you don't, because that's why you can safely say that. As someone who does, I'm saying no, it stays in the past. I have nightmares about 8 p-hats plus 4 HP in a single block room, and it takes 10 minutes to clear the room, only to find that the block either doesn't push or it's got the wooden boomerang under it or something. I still remember that, and no, never again. That would cause me to quit playing Zelda Randomizer, I think, if that came back.
Well, I guess we'll have to call it off then.
Oh,
okay, good.
Boy.
So Bogie, I think, was in the room next to Zelda and tried bombing in from the right, but we know that's not going to work.
Yeah, and he's still not going the right way.
Yeah, this is really tough.
Okay,
because
okay. I think you might have. I think we're on the right track now.
I think I saw a light bulb go off.
Especially with shapes 9, when you haven't seen the map and you can't find the compass, this is a really tough way to navigate.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yep, there's the bomb up from Bogie.
I just hope he just keeps bombing up.
Yep.
And there we go. And BogieSmalls is so happy to see Zelda.
No!
Finishing in second place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 30 seconds. GG.
I certainly cannot begrudge him some vengeful stabs there at the end. That's a tough dig.